Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ryan George Fair. I'm uploading this on my Sims 4 channel. I have my hat on. It's 5:27 a.m. I'm gonna call this Tourette Syndrome vlog. I got my phone here. I'm talking to people from Nigeria. Um, I feel I haven't really been in a scary psychosis for about a year and a half. Me, Ryan George Fair, ever since I was 14 or 15 years old, I've been going to hospitals for bipolar disorder. But when I turned 20 or 21 is when they diagnosed me as a paranoid schizophrenic person. Today my dad mentioned Margie Robichaud, who calls herself Gigi with a sister named Jeanette. And then last night Jasmine and Brandy were mentioned. Jared, that looks like my ex-boyfriend, is always real on Facebook. Also, I unfriended John Powell because he's friends with people that I don't like. John Powell is a coincidence person. My first best friend and first girlfriend had similar names. Um, I was stolen from 2 years ago by this boy named Alex. And then my friend Ray and Kelly, the violin girl, unfriended me. Not that I really care. About 2 weeks ago, I had a conversation with Brian that I did things with only on one day when I was 14. And once a year, I have a conversation with Kelly J. Cotto only on one day, but not with Brian very often until I talked to him 2 months ago, or my ex-boyfriend Billy, or with Nick that I did things with only on one day about a month ago. There are perverts in my inbox that want to do things with me. See, the way I describe myself is that I've done things with boys when I'm desperate because I'm abused, and I only do things with males when I can't find love with females. And I was in the Furbish school at Glendon, which is where I attended school. And I was a behavior issue, but I try and respect authority and get along with my dad now. It's just when I first qualified for disability, my dad didn't do simple things for me. I have Tourette Syndrome, and that's Tourette Syndrome in my neck. I talk to my fifth girlfriend, Sabrina LaRochelle, sometimes, but not with Alicia. Um, Brooke Dirks, Tanya, or Nadia, or Sabrina LaRochelle. I talk to Sabrina LaRochelle sometimes, I'm sorry. And then, like I said, about 11 months ago, I had a girlfriend with black hair. About once a year, I'm in a relationship with a new girl. Two of them, at least, about once a year. I've been in, 4 psychoses as a schizophrenic person. And I've had about 3 or 4 seizures from my Tourette's. I have been hearing voices ever since I was 21. And when I was 19, my dad George didn't buy me a car, and he only let one person come over, which is how they became my boyfriend. And about a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, I just hated my whole life when I was cheated on and stolen from. And I got nothing out of being who I am, even though I feel my situation has potential to be tied into all kinds of other things. And I'm still Wiccan is my religious belief, but like I said, I don't play with weapons. I just believe in a god and a dark goddess. Josh Knight was like, it's sad to see how far down the rabbit hole you've fallen. But schizophrenia, OCD, autism, bipolar, and Tourette syndrome with epilepsy are serious conditions that can have, and they'll give it to people who have that and not people who are former military with brain injuries. And like I said, my grandmother gets disability, Betty, and then my grandmother Lucio gets disability for scoliosis. My Facebook is RyanLoganWinning, and my Sims 4 is RyanAliendo. I have a new best friend named James. At any given time, there are 25 people on my Facebook that I look at like doll people around me, and there's about 35 of them that don't like me. And these people are not fake, false, imaginary friends or photoshopped people, which is why they qualify my disability so quickly. Because I told them I believe in a god and a goddess. And my YouTube channels get dislikes on my other YouTube channels, which is offensive when I have a black rabbit and I had cats and dogs and frogs and I love animals and people and I have black friends and things like that. Like my black friend that died that made me sad. It's just schizophrenia is a serious mental disorder that will cause you to hear voices and write down things that aren't true. But I'm doing better with my life now. I'm happy every day. I'm 8 inches down there. I only have one video of me having sex with my ex-girlfriend Alexis. I talk to my 5th girlfriend Sabrina sometimes. I was on probation and I was in a holding cell. And these I call them doll people. Are always real on Instagram and Facebook, even though I'm a schizophrenic person. I had a psychotic break when I was cheated on and I noticed them and I was stolen from, and I couldn't make a girlfriend no matter what I would do. I sat in this house from the time until I was like 16 until I was 20, unable to make a girlfriend. And there are people on Instagram that say that they want to hurt me and things like that. I don't know. But where I live is private property. But because of the God and Goddess I believe in, I'm not afraid. And this is going on 9 minutes. It is 5:35 a.m. in the morning, and it's 9/2/2022. Much love and peace to everybody from Ryan George Fair. I hope everybody's good.